All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the tailgate first because you can't lay anything down without. I'm afraid I'm gonna scratch the truck up, so which is funny. But anyway, so these right here, you're gonna take these screws out. They've got the holes. So you got two there, two right here, one right there, another one over here. So you can tell, like I can stick my finger down in here. They stand off. So when you look at the package that you get, you're going to be able to put some screws in there that have standoffs on it, so it doesn't like try to press it all the way down. Try to press in right here. So anyway, you'll know you got to take those out and replace those. Set that on there. This goes right against this edge right here where your little tape measure is. Just
yeah, up under it.
Yep. Just center it. Okay, now I feel better about getting this here, so now I can set my tools down. So we've got to go ahead and take these bolts out for the tie downs, and so I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Same thing, takes the T45 hex and or torx. I'm sorry, it's a torx bit. I just have a little kit here, but they're not wanting to move much. It's almost like this one is stripped. I have no idea why it's so hard. Also, I don't have a lot of leverage with this little thing. I don't have it on a socket. But it really shouldn't be this hard. So it's like it gets almost all the way out, and then it stops. It doesn't want to go any further. So I can't even use a drill. Okay, so we got the panel on the back side right now to show you, where you need to cut for if you have the light package, which I do on my Ranger. So I'll go ahead and zoom in here, and I'll show you what it looks like. And it's basically a little template there that shows you where to cut. And so we're gonna drill a hole. And I'm basically going to use just a Forstner bit to line up the little curves on it, and then I'll cut the rest out with a jigsaw. So Alright, so I put some gaff tape on here so that when this is put down, so we have to do this before we put the bed liner down. And then they want you to tape. First we're gonna put this on, sorry. So we're gonna put this clip on. Right, so now we got that set. But I put tape on this because it's gonna rub right here. So we're actually gonna tape this down. So when we put the bolts in, the bed liner is gonna sit down and we'll put a screw in that. So just so I don't get any rubbing right here, I'm gonna go ahead and take a piece of tape. Yep, so that'll go like that. And then in the kit you get these, and what that's for is you're actually going to tape these in place. And that'll hold it straight so when we slip this in, it won't move around. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so because I needed to use the truck bed, I went ahead and put the tailgate pad on first, and then also the bulkhead, which the bulkhead goes on first in the instructions. And you'll see right here, it's the only way you'll get it to fit is you put this on first. Now it's really easy. You just shove the bottom in and then pop it under these little ledges, and then it's easy. Now I didn't take these bolts out because I didn't want to break off any more bolts. So I had to kind of bend it in the middle right here and pop it in. So what we're going to do next is, now that we've got that and the bulkhead on, we're going to put the bottom panel on. And that's real easy, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this one in. Yeah, see, I think it's just gonna sit like that. We're gonna see. So let's go ahead and push this one on in. Anything with this. So once we get this popped in, tabs in here. Should have had those out already, but all right. So put this down. There's one. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put the big bolts into this, and then the one bolt here. So because that got cut, I went ahead and bought some new bolts, and these are M8 1.25s, and that's all you got to do is just replace it with that. And now I could go ahead and use the 3 that are still good, but I'm just going to go ahead and match them all up. And of course I cleaned the threads out, but they look good. They're going in no problem. And I bought these at Ace, so they were only $6, whereas these bolts alone were $5 each. So I definitely wasn't paying that. And then this is your last thing that you do, is you're going to be putting this in. I believe this is an 8 or a 10 millimeter, and you're just going to thread it down into that piece that you put into the floor, or the bracket right here. Just tighten that up, and that should be done.